What has Cleo done, guys? Cleo has taken out hundreds of diamond blocks from our base, from these mineral resources, which, I mean, honestly, I kind of encouraged her to do so. We encouraged her to commit fraud, and she did that beautifully. But she took these things from my base? That was a mistake. That was a deep mistake. I do not think Cleo realizes that she is in danger at this moment. Unbeknownst to Cleo, she's taken the diamond blocks that have been corrupted by the Sculk. If a single Sculk spore made it out of this containment area, she is in deep, deep trouble, and her base will eventually look like my base. And this will spread the Sculk not only to her base, but eventually to the entire server. This is not good, guys. This is not good. Cleo has messed up. We gotta message her immediately about this, because she is in imminent danger of having her base consumed by Sculk, and potentially opening up the rest of the server to also being consumed by Sculk. This is a way bigger problem than she realizes. And, man, if we can get all those diamonds back as quickly as possible, that would be great. I'm burning, but I don't even care. Has it already started over here? We gotta check. I don't know where she took the diamonds to, but wherever she put those, this is she is in grave danger here. Do we see any Sculk here that has spread so far? We see a nice cake there. I'll take a little bite of that. But I do not see any Sculk yet. There might still be time to salvage this if we act quickly and Cleo returns all the diamond blocks, which, by the way, she took like 1,000 diamonds, guys, for no reason. We didn't even do anything. By her own admission, Doc took all of her books. Heck, we even fund all of her books. We give her all the emeralds she gets to buy the books. Why did she take our diamonds, man? This is not good. This is not good. Yeah, we gotta message Cleo immediately, because something's gotta be done about this. Alright guys, Cleo has been informed of the situation, and hopefully we can speak with her soon about it. In the meantime, though, we have another situation involving Cleo that we need to take care of, and that situation involves some Sculk once again spreading already to her base through the underground area. You can see this area has already become corrupted, as the Sculk has made its way downwards through a tunnel that connects our bases. If I fly through here, you can see this is actually Cleo's mine area, which this leads to her base, maybe 100 blocks or so that way. And this is her, like, mine shaft area as well, down here, that sort of goes all the way around and stuff. And we don't want Sculk spreading to this area from our base. So we're going to have to basically make a structure that separates our base. So we'll make some type of door here that basically separates Cleo's mining area from our structure area. And as a good faith gesture, we're going to also make a nice pathway through here so that, you know, we can walk through here, but the Skulks can't spread through here. This is kind of a rapidly developing situation because, as you can see, the Sculk has already made it down here and is starting to go down a little further down the walls here and down the stairs here as well. So, yeah, we got to cut this off, and hopefully this will sort of convince Cleo that, you know, we're making this in good faith. We're trying to make a connection between our bases, but we don't want the Sculk to be the connection between our bases, because if that happens, God help us all. Guys, Cleo has logged on. Cleo has logged on. We'll ask her, Cleo, can we meet at your place? It's urgent. We hopefully can meet with her. Cleo!
Hi!
Where are you?
I'm literally in front of this building.
Oh, hey.
Great epic flyby, by the way.
Thanks. Yeah, Cleo, I needed to talk to you as soon as possible.
Okay.
All right. So I saw you took the diamond blocks, which is great. It's great. I love it.
Great, you love it.
There was some light fraud, but I need you to describe how you took them. How did you take them? Did you just go up and take them and just leave?
I took them and I put them in my ender chest and then I left.
Oh no.
Oh no?
This is bad.
Okay.
This is very bad. Cleo, those diamond blocks, they were contaminated with Sculk. They were being eaten by Sculk.
Right, they looked perfectly fine.
They
did,
but if you noticed, the Sculk has been slowly eating away at them. I mean,
Right.
This is bad.
Okay.
This is very bad. This is very bad.
So if I started spending them around the server, that would be bad.
Have you noticed any skulk around this area? Because once this starts to spread, it's gonna be bad. It's Mike. You remember what happened on Empires? Empires was dealing with this for months. This is why I built the whole containment chamber, Cleo. Oh my god.
Well, there is a little patch just up the top there. Just a small patch.
No.
Yeah.
No. Where is it? Where is it?
It's just up here. You're being dramatic. Sculk isn't that bad.
I tend to disagree. Oh my god, dude. We're already too late, Cleo. We're already too late.
Okay.
Do you have the diamonds? We can maybe limit this. You got like walls or something we can put around this? We got to contain this. This cannot. You can't.
We've got to contain this tiny patch of Sculk.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I have the diamonds. Like.
I mean.
Like.
It. I honestly.
Are you gonna make me give them back?
This is very. This is not good, Cleo. I don't think. You don't want your base to be skulkified, right? You don't want that.
I mean, I prefer it not to be, but if it happens, I think I would deal with it respectfully and reasonably.
This could spread everywhere, Cleo. This is what I'm saying. Those spores, once they're down, insanely hard to get rid of, insanely hard to contain.
But burning them with fire won't help, you think?
You can try, but
I can try.
It doesn't seem to help. And I mean, once it spreads to your base, it's outside the containment zone. It could spread to other bases. It could spread to false. It could spread to beef.
So if I put these diamond blocks in somebody else's base, it could spread there.
Not good. It could. I would not recommend it though. I would recommend putting them back in the containment area.
Against it, except for maybe if I really wanted to annoy somebody.
I mean, if you're up for that, I mean, that would be a possibility. But I mean, once it's out, it's pretty much out. Like, we got to nip it in the butt right now, because if not, then yeah. I mean,
what do I do with these diamonds? Do I burn them? Do I get rid of them? Do I?
I would put them back. I would put them back where you got them. To be honest, I mean that's the best option here. That's the best option.
That doesn't sound like something I would do though.
I mean, I don't know what other choice you got. I mean, do you have a containment area yourself that you can quarantine things in?
Yes, actually.
Do you? Okay. You could put them there then, but make sure that if you spot any skulk, you just got to get rid of it immediately. You got to quarantine it immediately.
Yeah, otherwise I can put them down with the monster.
Oh, is that open to your base though?
No, there's a magical force field keeping it behind. So
okay. I mean, they could go there then. They could go there. Otherwise, it's going to be bad. You don't want this stuff spreading. You don't want this stuff spreading.
Okay, but what do I do about this patch now? Now that it's here.
You got to take it out. You got to quarantine it, or you got to take it out. Or try to take it out, because it can spread from the... Oh! Okay. That spread it.
You told me to take it out. That's what I'm gonna do.
Not like that. You got to take it out and then you got to burn it. That's the only way.
Right.
Because if you break it, then the spores spread a little. Oh man. Okay. Keep a lookout for other.
Bad now, Cub. Okay.
Keep a lookout for other spores, other areas where Sculk could start to spread now, because that's bad that you just broke that.
Okay. I will keep a lookout and I will dig it up and I will burn it.
Burn it, or just quarantine it. You know, just place a little bit like this, and then just pretend like it doesn't like that. Like that.
And how long does that need to be there for?
Forever.
Forever.
It'll literally never go away.
It's not really a forever kind of deal. Like,
this is what I'm saying. This is why I had to message you so quickly. Because it's urgent, Cleo. This is not something to mess with. You remember what happened to Empires? Empires 2 shut down because the Sculk got out. The Sculk started to spread and they couldn't contain it. And they're no longer an SMP, Cleo. Come on.
Okay, but if I was to put this in, like, say, Joe's base.
I mean, that would be a pretty evil move. I'm not gonna lie, but that would definitely.
But it would also.
It would not. This is not something you would do if you want to keep Joe as a friend. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
That's how serious this is, Cleo. You got to understand the seriousness of the situation at hand.
I understand the seriousness of the situation, and I understand that if these blocks are not returned, more Sculk will enter my base magically.
Okay. All right. Yep.
Because of the spores. That's exactly what would happen, isn't it, Cub?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm already worried about the Sculk spreading here. I do not want to have to build the containment chamber all the way out here around the whole base here just to protect the rest of the server. Holy smokes. Okay, you have a decision to make, Cleo. I would recommend returning them, but if you place them elsewhere, then Godspeed to that person. Hopefully Cleo got the message and will return our diamond blocks soon. In the meantime, though, we got a whole area here that is full of Sculk, which we got here just in time and cut it off from entering Cleo's mine area. So that's fantastic. Check it out. We got a little door action here, similar to the doors in the Sculk Containment Structure above this exact same spot. We also have a little area where, yeah, we've built the wall up underground. Again, it's in the same location as it is above ground. And we also made a little pathway over here so that this pathway now fully connects up to where Cleo's area is over here. So you can just continuously walk. Don't even have to jump. Just walk right over to Cleo's base. And then you can walk all the way back through here. Get the nice little view of our Sculk containment area. And let's just walk our way back over. You can also come over here a little bit and then jump over, swoop on down, and then enter in this way if you so desire. But I think it looks pretty cool. And yeah, Sculk is contained here. That door is not open for long enough for the Sculk to get out there. So that should be fantastic. But we have one other thing to build in regards to us and Cleo connecting bases a little bit. So let's go out there right now. And that, of course, is the pathway over here, which leads through this door, and basically brings two paths very close together, Cleo's dirt path and our deep slate path, but there's nothing in between. It's just an empty area here that leads to the trading hall. So, I think that we need to join these up. These have been separated for long enough. It's time to connect them. Let's do it. All right, everyone, check this out. Look at that on the left side there. That's right. We got a little villager face. Wow, almost hit the lightning rod there. But yeah, we got a little villager face that now hooks up my path and Cleo's path in kind of a funny way. He's just staring there up into the sky. Got his little book hat on, which all the librarians here have their little book hat on. As you can see, right there. Looks pretty similar. We didn't put the eyeglasses in, but I think other than that, it looks pretty good. Whoops, if we can just get down like this. And yeah, we sort of enclosed it in with some leaves. We can just pillar up real quick here. And yeah, it's just a little funny thing to connect these two areas up. Didn't take too long to build, but it's much better than just having plain grass with nothing else there and just a bunch of torches there. So this should be pretty funny. Anyways, hopefully Cleo considers what we've done for her today and returns the diamonds to us. Otherwise, man, the server is in trouble. The server is in trouble. Check this out, guys. Look at that. Come on. Why is it so wide? Chunky villager. I love it. Oh my god. That looks hilarious. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That is hysterical. We're keeping it. We're keeping it. So there we go. Villager trading face now marks out the villager trading hall. And all is well once again here at the base. Speaking of containing the Sculk, I think it's now time that we actually start to work on the Sculk containment structure a bit more. As you guys know, we have this part of the Sculk containment structure completed, which looks really nice with a bunch of towers and campfires and lanterns and copper trapdoors and lapis blocks and hanging moss and all sorts of tough variants and things. And this part of the wall is basically the only part that's completed. If we walk over here to the other side of the pathway, you'll see that on this side, and basically all the way around the entirety of the rest of the, the base, we have just this basic structure complete. So we have exposed redstone, there's no lanterns, there's no fences, there's no copper trapdoors up there. And that's got to change, because right now the Sculk is relatively exposed and could potentially jump this containment structure and infect the rest of the server. So we do not want that to happen. We want to keep everything inside the containment structure. So we got to build all this area up and cover up all the redstone here inside of this structure. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. We've been mining a little bit. We have a little bit of tuff here that we can utilize for this project. Might have to go get more, but we're going to see how far this bit of tuff gets us here today. Alright everybody, a little while later, and we now have these sections of the Sculk Containment Structure completed, and we've also successfully commandeered Ethos Cactus Farm, so we got that going for us, which is nice. And we had just enough tuff to get these sections done, plus another section down here and the top of these down here, so you can see we got a couple more towers with campfires here. But we got, I think, 2 more sections done here. Let's see, come on out. Yeah, 1, 2. So, yeah. Just got a few of those done, and we need more tuff, believe it or not, for the other sections here on this side. So, we'll have to go mining for that. But, in the meantime, I'm looking to get a few more diamond blocks. And the easiest way to do that is to actually go mining. But the second easiest way to do that, and to help fill in this section here, which needs to be diamond ore blocks coming out the ground, is to go over to the shopping district and compete at Doc's new minigame. So directly across from our rock, paper, scissors minigame, we have Doc's latest minigame, which is One Shot, which I believe is a bow-based competition where, yeah, you have a chance to win the epic prize of 64 diamond blocks and the bragging rights of calling yourself the best bow shooter on Hermitcraft. So, yeah, you have, I guess, a score that you get. And here's the score list. Looks like Tango is currently in the lead with 48 snots. I guess he must have been the person who renamed it to One Snot rather than a One Shot, which I think it's supposed to be. But I think the idea is that you just basically have to hit the bullseye here, and you get points based on that. So I figure we might as well give this a shot, see if we can win. I'm hearing a breeze. There's definitely a breeze under here. I'm not sure why, because we have some redstone under here for the rock, paper, scissors minigame. Yeah, definitely a breeze right there. Oh. Okay, then. Sure. Yeah. Totally makes sense why that's there. Just randomly? Okay. Why not? Why not? Let's sleep in the bed, and then we'll compete in One Shot here. I think my strategy might be to, instead of like trying to focus on one target, I'm just going to stay on the same spot and try and hit the same spot as these targets move past every single time. So let's do it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. There we go. Okay, we'll wait here. Another shot. Another shot. Okay, we could try and hit, I guess, more than one, for potentially. Like this. I think you have to hit it right in the center, though. which does make it kind of tough. I could shoot faster. But I feel like getting it more consistent is the way to go. I definitely hit more than one there. I don't know if it registered though. Is that it? Oh, we got more coming up. Okay, that's it. That's it. Alright, so we got 39. Take book. 39, which is good for second place. At the moment. So, not bad. Not bad. So, it looks like we're not going to win those 64 blocks from one shot, but we still need more diamonds, and we need a whole lot more tuff, so that means we going mining, folks. So, let's head on out to our mine. We're going to leave the rest of this place behind for the moment, and we have some very exciting news out here at the mine. So down here in the mine now, you may notice something a little bit different about this mining area. So not only do we have a tunnel to the right now, we also have a tunnel to the left. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Introducing Tunnel Bore 2, Electric Boogaloo. We have constructed a second tunnel bore, namely because the first one may have accidentally exploded because of an obsidian block, which basically blocked the flying machines. But have no fear, for Flying Machine 2 is here, which means we have a whole new direction to explore and explode, which is fantastic. We're just going to swap out some stuff here, so we have a little bit of more protection here, and then we can go along, pick up the tuff. There we go. Just by doing this, we can pick up tuff and sort of filter out tuff from other things. And, of course, we can run along the side of this machine and mine out any diamonds or gold that we see here. We'll also passively pick up some cobble deep slate, of course, and yeah, we are rolling yet again. So just wanted to mention that we now have a second tunnel bore, which also this tunnel bore we don't have to fly as far down the whole length of the other tunnel. So this is much more convenient from like a time perspective of getting to the tunnel bore. We can pretty much immediately start mining since this is so much closer to our original area. So anyways, guys, I'm going to spend a couple of hours down here mining, getting some tuff, getting some diamonds, getting some other minerals, and yeah, hopefully we will have the resources we need to construct our Sculk Containment Chamber by the beginning of next episode. So anyways, guys, for now, that is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode. Farewell.